It all starts with the Cup schedule. The season kicks off with the Busch Light Clash at the LA Coliseum, and then the Daytona 500 and Atlanta. There's no Fontana next year, so the West Coast swing is down to Las Vegas and Phoenix. The Bristol Spring Race on concrete returns, no more dirt track. Texas loses its playoff race and moves into the spring on April 14th. The All-Star Race returns to North Wilkesboro, and Iowa finally gets its long-awaited Cup race on June 16th. It will be a night race. The Chicago Street Race is coming back after a successful inaugural event after the city and NASCAR came to an agreement on how to improve the event for all parties involved. And of course, on July 21st, the crown jewel, the Brickyard 400, returns to the Indianapolis Oval, which will take NASCAR into the 2-week summer break for the NBC Sports coverage of the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris. Now, more the biggest changes is towards the end of the regular season. Darlington's crown jewel, the Southern 500 race, has replaced Daytona as the regular season finale. Now, the 2024 Cup Series playoff kicks off with 2 new tracks to the postseason. Atlanta is the new playoff opener, and Watkins Glen gets a playoff date. In the final 10 races, we'll have 2 road courses and 2 super speedway races, with the Charlotte Roval and Talladega staying in the playoffs. The 2024 season finale is back at Phoenix on Sunday, November 10th, and a graphic courtesy of NASCAR. Well, some like it, some don't. Matt, what's your overall take on the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series schedule?
Good evening to you, Josh. Good evening, Kobe. Hello, everyone watching around the world. It's going to be a big show tonight. We'll start off with this story we've kind of been waiting to happen for weeks now. And finally, we've got the Cup Series schedule and the Xfinity and Truck schedule out today from NASCAR. Pros and cons. It is a shame that Fontana has gone away, but we knew that it was happening. Kind of most of that spring stuff has kind of shuffled forward, really, by 1 week until you get to Texas. And that's why there's no IndyCar race at Texas if it wasn't already plain to see. That's because that would have been the IndyCar date in April, and now NASCAR has got it, takes it out of the playoffs, as you said. Good to see Chicago back. They were really hampered, weren't they, by the weather this year. Hopefully that race can go off without too many delays and weather issues like it did have this season. That's a pro. Indianapolis back on the oval is a massive tick in the box. Good to see Iowa coming back. It's been so good for IndyCar, hasn't it, the last couple of years? Good to see that come on the schedule as a cup race after it dropped off all the schedules, hadn't it? Because it was Xfinity they used to go there twice a year, not so long ago, and was on no schedules at all. And now it's back with a cup date with Xfinity as the support. That's great. I'm not sure I like Darlington. The Southern 500, it's got its own mystique and its own prestige, and was a good way to kick off the playoffs. Not sure I like it as the regular season finale. If they'd only swapped that and Daytona around, having the Southern 500 in August would have been a bit odd. But to have those two switched around, Daytona as the regular season finale the last couple of years has been really, really good. That first round of 16 just is mouth-watering. All manner of differences in there. Watkins Glen goes in to the playoffs for the first time after a super speedway race, and then before Bristol, the night race. That's going to be good. We've got the same round of 8 as we've got this year, which is cool, which we're about to get into in after the race at the weekend at Charlotte, the Roval race. Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville, that just is cool. I really do like that way that's wound out. Kansas has moved slightly further deeper into the playoffs. More pros than cons. That Darlington Daytona thing just bugs me a little bit, but finally got it out, and I'm pretty happy with the way it's gone out, frankly. Richmond on Easter night Adam is giving a thumbs up to that one. And Amber says, I don't like the Olympic break because I don't care about the Olympics. I want more racing. I don't disagree, Amber, with that, but this is the problem with the NBC portion of the NASCAR season being on the Olympic broadcaster in the States. Kane's Cats Heat 305. Good evening to you.
Yes, absolutely. It's a different schedule from what we're used to in terms of a few surprise dates, but I'm very much looking forward to getting behind the microphone in 2024 more often for NASCAR. Now, looking at the 2024 Xfinity schedule, we don't have too many changes here. They'll also join the Cup Series at Iowa and the Indianapolis Oval, plus a second race at Talladega in the fall. The most notable absence is no Road America, the iconic Elkhart Lake Road course. Won't see any NASCAR races next year. And last but not least, here's the 2024 Truck Series schedule. They'll get 2 concrete races at Bristol, with the dirt race going away. There won't be any dirt races next year on the calendar. COTA will be the only road course next year, with Mid-Ohio getting dropped. However, there will be 2 races at Martinsville, both graphics courtesy of NASCAR. Are you disappointed that NASCAR won't race at Road America next year? And should the Truck Series return to a proper dirt track in the future?
I am disappointed about Road America because the fans up there always come out and support what racing they've got, be it IndyCar, be it IMSA, and be it NASCAR over the last couple of years. Even the Cup Series races, those weekends they were packed. It's a real shame to see. Yeah, Xfinity have been going there for a fair while, so it's a shame to see that go away. Same for on the truck side as well. Same for Mid-Ohio to be slipping off the calendar as well. Dirt, I've never been a fan of the dirt stuff. Frank, just my 2 penny. Not really been a fan because we had a couple of years ago we had 2 dirt races in the Truck Series with Knoxville and Bristol, and now all of dirt for the moment, and of course Eldora not so long before that, and now all dirt is gone. Interesting note on the Truck Series I thought was that the race at Gateway in the middle of the year, when is that, June 1st, at Gateway on Big Fox.
Yeah.
All of the other races on FS1, but that one's on Big Fox. Just stuck out like a sore thumb, that one, when I saw the schedule tweeted out by Bob Pockers when it came out. That was on Fox and all the others were on FS1. Bit of a quirk, but yeah, happy all round relatively with the schedule. And Matthew Owens agrees. Good evening to you, Mr. Owens. A solid schedule. 8 out of 10 he gives it. I'm going to agree with him. 8 out of 10. It's pretty much bang on. Shame for Road America to be absent again, but NASCAR has done well serving the Midwest with the Chicago weekend coming back and adding Iowa.